All right, let's get this going. Hey, where did our pictures go? All right, welcome to Whiskey Butts. I'm Kurt.
That was a great intro.
Just come on,
I'm
keep
Billy.
going.
I'm Billy.
Hey, he's Billy. All right,
These lights are really bright.
they are right.
All right. Should we? What?
So we're taking Billy on his 100 whiskey journey, and we're on whiskey. I don't know. We're getting close to 60. Like we're almost at the 60 mark.
Yeah, it's higher than both
Really
of us
close.
can count. So.
That's why I'm like, it's really close. Like it's, I don't know, somewhere. Anyways, so you can already see what we have planned for today, and
What
you already
is
knew that
this?
last week. This is Eagle Rare,
Ooh, Kentucky.
Kentucky straight bourbon. Yeah, this should be a 10-year-old bourbon. Now, this actually is probably purchased in the weird little. I'll pour while we're talking. Anyways, they had a little bit of they went through a period of time in which they took off their age statement of their bourbon, right? Normally it's a 10-year-old bourbon. And then for a little bit, age 10 years. No, this is, anyways.
Oh,
They did actually do that. They aged it 10 years and then they took it off for a couple of years.
probably because they ran out.
The truth
That's
is,
what I do. Like you run out, and you're like, how are we gonna get more 10-year-old? Because you can't go back in time.
no, yeah. How do you make more 10-year? Like, well, tell me 10 years ago that to make more whiskey. This is from Buffalo Trace Distillery, right? You remember that name?
Trace, yeah.
Yeah, you remember Buffalo Trace the bourbon, which actually, if I remember correctly, you didn't mind too much.
I think I liked it. Yeah.
Yeah.
We might have to try all these whiskeys again because I don't remember them all.
I think we're going to start like lining some of them up and try to do side by sides with them or something at some point. But we got to get through our first 100 at least, and then go from there. But also, Blanton's.
Uh-huh.
You know that one. I know you know that one.
Mr. Wick's choice.
There you go. Yep,
Yeah.
the round bottle. Oh, excuse me. This is the same distillery as Blanton's. This is the same distillery as Weller. So if you remember Weller Antique 107 that we tried.
That was good too, right?
We both said it right, but we both said it's a little bit hot for the flavor.
Oh yeah.
So it was a decent one, but not. It was a wheated bourbon. So this is along those same. Oh, George T. Stagg. We had the Stagg Junior. You remember that one?
I remember all these names.
Yeah. The Stagg Junior was that really high proof.
Oh. That caught me
Like
off
that?
guard.
Did it?
Yeah.
I think it's a 45 proof, or 45%. Sorry.
It's got some. It's got a scent to it. It's
It
got a
does.
smell.
Yeah. Smells like bourbon.
It made us completely forget what we were talking about.
That's it. I will actually admit that I did actually, because Blanton's is so difficult to get, that I had a friend that was having trouble getting it down in Colorado. So I found it at the local store for a retail price. So I said, bring me something,
This
and I'll
you-
bring you a bottle. And this is what he gave me. He gave me a
okay.
little cash to go with it because there was a bit of a price discrepancy. But
How much is this stuff?
I can find it locally for around $30 when you can find it. But where he's at, it's like more like 35 to 40, give or take.
Wow.
Versus
So
the
how
Blanton's
much
being
is
at like
Crown?
55. Crown is like 30.
Like this? Okay. Well, we're gonna have to try this, but I'm guessing it's better than Crown.
Yeah. I mean,
Or
we have not had much that's not better than Crown. I mean, we have a few, but I know you and I will disagree exactly which ones those are, but
I know Crown kind of has its place, like probably more in mixed drinks or something than.
yeah.
But
The more we do this show, the more I realize that there's certain whiskeys that just lend themselves better to make another drink better, right? Like they add a flavor to another flavor that makes a good drink. Yeah. Did you understand that?
I'm falling asleep. We drink this.
Why aren't you not drinking already? I don't know what I smell, but it smells good.
Well, let me think.
I didn't actually. The
Is
first
there
time I
some
tried
caramel
it.
in there? It smells a little caramely.
Yep. You'll get. I remember not caring a lot about this. Like it was like okay, but not great.
Oh, so somebody got it for you, and you're like, yeah, no, it's not.
No, it was well worth getting and trying, and having it here.
boy.
What do you think?
What do I think? That's a good question. You should tell me because
Yeah. I like it, but at the same time, again, it's not as good as some of the others, I don't think.
it's a little rough.
There you go, yeah. Yeah.
But
Not necessarily that bad. A little rough. Like we're not saying rough, but a little bit rough, yeah.
but there's a smooth underneath. It's like silk sandpaper.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm talking about?
I do. I drink it and you'll find out, yeah. The silk sandpaper of whiskey. Yeah. Caramel. Yeah. It burns coming down, but then it's just kind of silky smooth, like. But after that, though, right? You got to get through that first part.
What is there to say about this? It doesn't have complex flavors.
No.
Like, I don't know, there might be some oak juice in there and
Yeah.
some caramel and
Little oaky, little caramel, yeah.
and it's smooth.
And it's not trying to be anything beyond that, really.
Yeah.
It's trying to be, let's face it, it is a step up above Crown.
Yeah, for sure.
And considering the fact that locally I can pick them up for about the same price, that plays a big role because, again, anything from Buffalo Trace gets to be hard to get depending on where you're at. Some people can get it, some people can't. Well, what do you think?
I don't know. I don't love it, but I don't
Hate it either.
not like it. Like, it's going down just fine. Right? Like,
That's-
it just
I think that's where I think I have to stand with you on it, is that, yeah, if you can pick it up for $30-$35, absolutely do it. It's good to have on hand, especially in the alternatives for that range. Although, and Billy hasn't tried it yet, but we'll disagree slightly. I don't know. His attempt at Four Roses did not go very well. But this is a similar price range to the Four Roses small batch, and I would put that above this in that same price range. But again, that's preference. And so now that I'm thinking about it, maybe I need to make some sort of a note or something that later we will compare those two in our blind tasting. So I guess I got to add Four Roses small batch soon. So we will do that one as it's by itself, and then we'll bring them together on to compare them. Yeah, I like that idea.
yeah, I don't know. It's okay.
All right.
It's good.
Yeah, Billy finished his, so we all know that actually means that he did enjoy it to a certain degree.
Okay, what was happening was every sip, the sandpaper came off the silk.
Okay.
So the more you drink it, the smoother it gets.
The more you drink, the easier it is to drink, and Billy is displaying that.
Why aren't they all like that? Just
They're not, well,
you're like,
they're not all Stag Junior, I tell you that. All right.
Monkey shoulder doesn't get easier to drink.
I don't know. You just wait till I bring that one back.
You're gonna sneak it in somewhere. Huh?
I am. Yeah. It's gonna be in a blind tasting, and you're never even gonna know it. And you'll be like, "That's really good." And I'm like, "That's monkey shoulder," and you're gonna be like, "I'll quit." All right. I guess that's it, huh?
That's not gonna happen.
That's it.
Next
All right, cheers next week, everybody. Join us.